It's Nolan. Coltrane in my era, Coltrane in my era, Coltrane in my era, yeah. Acrobatic, how I flip the persona. Hey, bar, I'm just raising the totem. Paper chasing, gotta meet a new quota. Presidential made my circle that oval. In the mirror, only looking like me. Tell Medusa how they came out the coma. Blessings on me, boy, I feel like a priest. Taking up with just a high school diploma. See my homies get it life to they school. Blood money, probably dying in the pool. Credit cards got them drowning in debt. Find a coffin by the tighten the screws. Hands crossed, let them look at the ceiling. Time running like you're fighting the bull. Hell is hot, homie, fuck a degree. I ain't never had no time to be cool. Y'all be capping by them screaming numbers. I done seen the numbers. All you class related, call them Ringling brothers. They be yakking hard until we meet each other. Then they catching chills like a fever running. I'm the GOAT. Bitch, I be tooting my horn. Give me my cue to perform. Shit, I be rapping this deeper than music and songs. I gotta stay true to my form. I'm feeling like John. Coltrane in my era, Coltrane in my era, Coltrane in my era, yeah. Authentic, ain't no marketing plan. I just wake up and I walk like a man. Money coming off the strength of my voice. I ain't never had to talk on the gram. I ain't never had to beg on my knees. God show me all the laws of the land. If I'm broke, I'm down to do what I need. Hustle for it if I wanted a chance. I'm succeeding off the standard that I created. Had to play the side, I done commentated. Winning organized, I done moderated. Saw the warning signs, they consolidated. They ain't wanna sign me, so I pirated. They was harmonizing while I dominated. Now these artists find me for their consultations. That's a story I can tell around the nation, gotta turn the pages. I've been waiting on my moment to kill the game with no condolence, you know it. I've been waiting on the moment to clear these rappers out to pay with explosives. Bitch, I be tooting my horn. Give me my cue to perform. Shit, I be rapping is deeper than music and songs. I gotta stay true to my form. I'm feeling like John. Yeah. Coltrane in my era. Coltrane in my era. Coltrane in my era. Coltrane in my era. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. We got a dope show planned out for y'all today. We're going to be getting into the music industry, the music business, aka the funny business. All right, as y'all can see, we got Kendrick Lamar on the thumbnail. We got Fat Joe. We got Neo there. Fat Joe and Neo are collateral damage in a investigation, I guess you could say. Not really an investigation, but an op-ed that was released by, Rolling Stone. They did a study into all of the artists that were allegedly scamming upcoming independent artists throughout the pandemic. We're going to get into all the specifics there, but niggas was running a dirty game. I ain't gonna lie. I was a witness to it. A couple of the motherfuckers hit me in my inbox, you know what I mean, on Instagram and shit like that during the pandemic and shit. It hurt my heart to see some of these niggas in my goddamn DMs, and I had to turn niggas down. Motherfuckers that we would call legends. Yeah. Not to mention people that I know personally also had other so-called legends in their IG DMs pulling the same scheme. She was fucked up. So now it's being revealed to the greater public, you know what I'm saying, about how this shit went down, because a lot of people were not aware. It was something that only we knew about in the music community, those of us that were coming up. So we're going to get into that. We have Kendrick Lamar on here as well, because it's being revealed that some of y'all probably know, y'all probably heard, throughout the duration of, around the time Not Like Us came out, it was revealed that Kendrick Lamar had lifted the copyright claims on his music to where reactors and YouTube channels and whatnot could play the music on their videos and stuff and actually get compensated for it, get all the money for it without actually having to revenue share with Kendrick or Universal Music Interscope. Unfortunately, it seems like those copyright claims have been brought back into effect over the course of the last couple of days. So there's a lot of content creators, a lot of reaction channels that are taking that adversely. We're going to get into that as well. We're going to get into some specifics and get into why I'm not necessarily mad about the situation, although I do see that there is an uproar and some outrage going on online about it. So this particular show, we're going to be talking about the funny business within the music business that's been permeating for a little bit. And let's get to it. Okay. So I guess we should start with Kendrick just to keep y'all's attention, right? Because I know y'all don't give a fuck about them other niggas too much like that, but Kendrick is always a good conversation. Now, y'all know, again, Smack from Back on Fig. I think we should go ahead and give him his full. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wow. Before we get to that, I just opened up my Twitter and was greeted with Kendrick Lamar just announced a concert at the Forum in LA for June 19th. Presented by PG Lang and Free Lunch, the Pop Out Ken and Friends show will begin 4 p.m. Doors at 3 p.m. on Juneteenth. What the fuck? So some people were speculating around the industry that Kendrick was going to drop an album on June 19th. Unfortunately, we're going to have to sit back and wait and watch and see what else is going to happen with an album release. But for those of y'all that are locals to LA, if you're on the West Coast, if you have access to get there on June 19th, this is an opportunity to see Kendrick Lamar and friends live. Who knows who those friends might be? I mean, he is connected, and it seems that the whole industry is kind of behind him at this point, so he can have his choice of whomever he wants on that lineup. Who knows what that ticket price going to be on Juneteenth? What? Black Independence Day? Ooh. Big. If I was in LA, shit, well, might have to cancel a couple bills to get in that motherfucker, man. But let's get back to the story. Smack from Back on Fig came out because he said he had a direct conversation with Kendrick Lamar. And he said, yo, bro, these songs, y'all dropping, y'all going back and forth, y'all going crazy. Man, you know, I'm trying. And he said on his own behalf, he said, yo, I want to do some reaction content to your shit. But unfortunately, if I talk about your record and I play it on YouTube, they going to copyright claim it. Niggas ain't going to be able to get no chili. So do your boy ass solid. Let me react. Let me post your motherfucking music so niggas can hype you up and amp you up. And basically, he gave him the game on, yo, is this community on YouTube of motherfuckers out here that enjoy the music, want to talk about the music, want to have conversations about the music, but they also want to be able to play it. You know what I'm saying? This amplifies your reach. It amplifies, you know what I'm saying, your spot within the community, et cetera, et cetera. So Kendrick made it happen. Right? Next thing you know, he comes out, he tells the world, yo, I talked to Dot. All the content creators out there, it's a free for all. You want to react to the music, you want to play it. So other people had already done it, right? But their content had been copyright claimed at that point. Next thing you know, over the course of the next week or so, people that already had those videos up, their copyright claims were lifted. It was open season for about almost a month. So at this point, we now see that those same content creators that were happy about a month ago are now not as happy. Let's just say that, right? But it was brought to most people's attention. It was brought to some people's attention by others, but a lot of people got the information via academics or whatever, because he went out on Twitter and put it on Front Street. There's also this guy on Twitter named King Jared who put this out. So here's the specifics of how this thing started really spreading out. They say YouTubers confirm their content from their Kendrick Lamar diss track reactions have all been copyright striked and their revenue has been claimed. Let's be forthright about this. They were not copyright striked. In order to get this correct, I got to kind of give you guys a little bit of a game on the mechanics of YouTube. A copyright strike is basically your channel. It has a 3-strike rule. If you violate 3 strikes, you know, it's just like the prison game. 3 strikes, you out, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a copyright claim, it just means that they detected somebody's copyrighted content on your channel, and they have the option. They can either completely block it to where nobody can see it, and that happens to me quite a bit. They also have the option to do a revenue share claim, which means on top of what YouTube already takes from the content creators, you then have to share whatever your remaining percentage is of that, and you know, you bust that down with the artist. which leaves the content creator with roughly 23%. Let's just say that 23, 22%. And then the other 22 something percent goes to the artist, right? Nobody wants to do that neither, because you shortchanging yourself. But there's a lot of channels out there that do that. They're fine with that. Maybe YouTube is not their primary thing. They got other things going on and they just do it part-time. They enjoy it and it's for the love of the music. That's great. They have that. And then there's also territorial copyright claims where your video may not be able to be seen in certain regions of the world, certain countries, certain territories, and stuff like that. So those are also things. So academics inaccurately reported that people are getting copyright strike. That's not the truth. It's getting copyright claimed, right? So this other guy says, is it true that Kendrick diss songs did have copyrights and people aren't getting the money from them? Screwface John, who we covered a couple weeks ago, he was in a YouTube beef going back and forth with Knox Hill. He comes out and says, yes, it's true, right? Another guy, Amazing Reaction, says, facts, 100. My copyrights never got removed, and I always posted the reactions day of, day after. Copyright still there, and rejecting my disputes too. So for him, his content was never lifted. His shit was copyrighted the entire time, so he never was able to monetize on those reaction videos. But, you know, that's the risk you take. Academics then comes back and says, since people got selective memory last month, YouTubers said that Kendrick removed all copyright claims so reactors could profit from the diss track reactions, right? Phase Your Rage came out, and he was one of the people that brought this to people's attention as well, because he said he wishes that it could happen. And he said, Kendrick removed all copyright away from all my reactions to his diss tracks and is letting me get paid for all of them. No label has ever done that for me, so I'm thankful, right? They said, was it auto or did you request it in YouTube Studio? He says, auto, I didn't request nothing. It just happened, right? So there's that. We're going to keep going because there's a whole thread here. But then Screwface John here comes out and speaks on the other side of it. And he says, for the record, Kendrick did look out for us, letting us monetize the songs for as long as he did. They are 100% sneaky, started claiming the songs again, but I'm not too mad. Niggas gave us like a month to eat. And for UMG to do that is unheard of. I'm still fighting the claims though, but I won some of them already. So this is interesting. So UMG, who owns Interscope Records, which is where Kendrick is currently signed. UMG is also over Drake. We talk about that all the time because he has the unlimited budget from Lucian Grange. For Kendrick to actually go in there and have his label, because, all right, they're trying to say Kendrick is an independent artist, right? Because when his diss tracks against Drake came out, the label on those records all just said Kendrick Lamar. It didn't have PG Lang on it. It didn't have Universal Music Group on it. It didn't have Top Dog Entertainment on it. It just said Kendrick Lamar. Since then, the songs now say Kendrick Lamar under exclusive license to Interscope Records, which means that he's now in a licensing deal with Interscope, which means that he still owns his music. And he has a certain level of control over his music, which is why people were able to have that month to eat off of YouTube reactions and get your money with no restrictions. But at some point, the copyright has to go into place, right? Because the music is effectively copyrighted, which is why I'm not tripping. You know, copyright is a double-edged sword. It takes the fun out of commentating a little bit, but it's a necessary evil, because if you're a creator, you're going to use copyright to your advantage or just to your best interest, right? Because if you put out a song and you don't copyright your music, you're basically taking a chance for somebody to steal your composition, to steal your writing, to steal your idea, go recreate it and monetize it. Or they could just take your overall creation for themselves and go and register it with the Copyright Office, with the government, and rightfully own your shit because you didn't go in and do it yourself, right? an artist at Kendrick Lamar's level who's been in the industry for a solid almost 13 years, right? Even if you go back further when he was just with Top Dog and them, that's like 16, 17 years. You're not going to play around and not have your shit properly registered with the copyright office. You're not going to have your music not getting properly collected upon when you release it through the proper channels, right? You're not doing music for free. So anybody that's mad about this situation, number one, they're probably mad because they thought that they were going to be able to cash in perpetually. Or the other side of the fence is OV hoes. And I hate to call y'all that, but there's people out here that keep trying to find different narratives, keep trying to find different ways to besmirch Kendrick Lamar's name and make him look bad and try to do what they can to even the score, even the playing field, to make him look just as bad as Drake did in the battle. And you're not going to succeed. This is coming from somebody who's enjoyed Drake's music, enjoyed, what his contribution to hip hop and music over the course of his career. I'm not a Drake hater. All things set aside, just looking at this musically, he got demolished. He got his character rolled through the mud, and that's the game you decided to play. So for all the Drake Avengers, you can't now say, "Oh, I thought Kendrick was gonna let y'all eat. I thought y'all savior was out here trying to let y'all do what y'all do. What happened? He just used y'all. He did this, he did that." No. Wasn't it was it No Life Shack? I'm trying to remember who the person was that said they made life-changing money off of those Kendrick Lamar reactions, right? Because they did it's like 5 records, and if you're getting a massive amount of views on your channel, or we're getting massive amount of views on your channel for that, that's good money. Some of these motherfuckers are making thousands of dollars per video, hundreds of dollars per video, just to talk to people for 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Get on for an hour. So there's nobody out there that should be angry that you got to, because at the height of the beef, or at the height of when everybody was talking about these records, playing these records, all of that, that's when you were going to make your most money anyway. It's not like you're going to make life-changing money 3 months later. Your stuff can go reviral all over again, but the likelihood of that is low for the average person. So if you had a 3 weeks to a month window to make everything that you could off of that reaction, when you otherwise would not have made shit, or you otherwise would have made less than half of what you did, how could you be complaining? Right? So in my opinion, this is why some of us that partake in this community, this music community, and just YouTube community, and just life in general, can't always have nice things. You think everybody's out to get you? Because I do see some motherfuckers that's complaining and throwing hissy fits online because they shit is getting claimed. If you made money for 3 weeks to a month off of arguably the top rapper in the industry today, how many other people are going to do that and deliberately allow that to be lifted? What other artists have we seen do that? So how could you possibly be mad if that put food on your table? Because see, they're trying to make this narrative like YouTube's not going to pay you. Anybody that had those going on, you've already been paid out, or you're about to get paid out. So where would the complaints be coming from? You know what I'm saying? But they trying to shift the narrative. It's some bitch made shit, to be honest, but do what y'all do. You can say what you want about UMG. They do some shady shit, some shifty shit. This ain't one of them. At some point, they were gonna have to claim the content of one of their flagship artists with Interscope. Come on, man. Get y'all shit together. Now, let's move on to the real grift. The true grift. Okay? This Rolling Stone article here says they thought top artists were giving them their big break, but it was all a menu of bullshit. Okay, new musicians, independent musicians couldn't believe when Neo, Fat Joe, The Game, and others DM'd them with offers to work together, only to discover an expensive marketing scheme. Okay, let's read this together, shall we? Share my screen. Get this off the screen. And then put myself on the screen. And put me here. All right. So, okay, I see you. Let's make moves, the message read. And this is a common message that was sent out to a lot of different upcoming independent musicians by some of their idols. So, of course, for somebody to say, okay, I see you, let's make moves, niggas gonna get excited. Motherfuckers gonna be like, oh, shit, somebody I looked up to, somebody I fuck with. I was just playing this nigga music yesterday. He in my DMs trying to make some moves. You see me? Damn, let's work. That's a natural reaction. In May of 2022, independent artist Wayne McDaniel Jr. was floored to discover a direct message from Neo's verified Instagram account. The R&B singer-songwriter had admired the crooner for years and tagged him in posts in the long shot hopes of getting his attention. So this person was already reaching out to Neo prior, wasn't getting no reaction, but all of a sudden he popped up. McDaniel was a relative newcomer, channeling his frustration from a failed relationship into writing and recording music in 2018. A 26-year-old single father from Philadelphia, McDaniel had a day job in the medical field while looking to get a foothold in the music industry when Neo's long-awaited response seemed like a breakthrough. But the glittering offer had purse strings attached. What's your budget for promo collab looking like? Was Neo's first question. So he hits him in the DM, say, I see you, let's make moves. Homeboy says, oh, shit, Neo, bet. Probably said, hey, man, are you one of my idols? I've been listening to your music for years, man. What can we do? Neo comes back. What's your budget, fam? Tell me you cheesing, fam. Let's get this shit popping for a price. The comment took McDaniel aback. Somebody of this magnitude shouldn't be asking for money, knowing that we're the little guy and we're struggling right now, McDaniel tells Rolling Stone. I did find it weird, but my father told me sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do to get where you want to go. And I just rolled with the punches. So this is the crux that you found, a lot of people found themselves in. You knew it didn't feel right. You knew it felt like a grift off top. Damn, why is Neo asking me for money? This nigga got multi-platinum hits, multi-platinum albums. This nigga done wrote top 100 hits, number one hits for motherfuckers. This nigga did Beyonce and shit, man. This nigga got money. He go to his pops, hey man, I need a second opinion on this shit, man. You think I should do this? As a supportive father, he says, hey, if this is where you want to be, you want to get in this music game, you know you got to pay the cost to be the boss. Perhaps you just gonna have to part ways with a few dollars just to see where it goes. This could be the ticket to where you're trying to go, your destination. He says, I rolled with the punches. I hate this shit, man. The two came to an agreement in the DMs. Neo's account was persistent, sending several messages about a deposit. Warning, slots were filling up. I hate that fucking term, man. I learned that shit doing local showcases. Motherfuckers start talking about slots. I ain't trying to hit the jackpot with your bitch ass. I'm gone. And encouraging McDaniel to lock in with him. McDaniel eventually sent $200 to a Cash App account provided by Neo, which earned him an Instagram story promoting his new song. After McDaniel's family member pitched in another $1,200, Neo agreed to record an intro for another one of his tracks in August of 2022. So now you see where the grift is really taking place. Give me $200, I will endorse you in my Instagram story promoting your song. But just think about how many other artists were falling victim to this. So you don't even look exclusive, right? For the average person, if an artist genuinely takes interest in your music and they post you in their story, they're probably not going to post 1,000 stories that day. They might post 5. And then you might be the unfamiliar face, and people be like, "Oh shit, is that a who you co-signing? Who's that artist? Wow, this is dope." But for a motherfucker that's out there just fishing for a motherfucker to hook, line, and sink on, I'm sure Neo had dozens of fucking posts in his Instagram story from other stupid, well, let's not say stupid, let's just say suckers that got duped. That said, man, 200, that ain't bad. You know what I mean? This could be my opportunity. I mean, there's so many people in the industry that follow Neo. All it takes is the right one to look at that story, hear my talent, and want to reach out. It's worth it. Next thing you know, he gets swindled into dropping another $1,200 for this nigga to do an intro on his song. So at that point, it's like almost like getting a feature, but he's gonna introduce who does intros on a nigga song now. What you gonna do? Dark Child. We don't do that shit no more. What you finna do? The Young Metro Don't Trust You fucking drop tag? $1,200 down the drain. Weeks then months ticked by, and despite McDaniel's repeated reach outs about the song, Neo was silent until May 2023. So he never even got the intro, sounds like. He says, "What's up? How's everything? Let's get back to work," Neo greeted him. Disappointed by the delay and Neo failing to acknowledge the missing work, McDaniel asked for a refund. Neo refused, saying he'd been busy but would deliver the intro by the next month. So he said, I can't give you your money back, but I will get you that intro momentarily. Just give me a little time, man. I've been busy as fuck. You know how many baby mamas I got, how many kids I got, type of shit I've been going through. I'm in the news every day. Be patient, brother. As of today, 2 years after McDaniel first made contact, he's still out of his 1,200 and has not yet heard another peep from Neo, big head motherfucking Ninja Turtle ass. Singer and producer Hyena XXL, real name Christopher Trela, also sent Neo $1,200 in July of 2022 for what he believed would be a feature on his song. After sending the money through Cash App, the New Jersey musician said he was ghosted. His money and hope of ever getting the track from Neo long gone. He says, "It doesn't make sense to me because what is the point? You are quite literally giving people hope and then you're taking that away. I actually really liked Neo. I listened to that man when I was a kid and he just did that to me. I felt like shit." A rep for Neo did not return Rolling Stone's multiple requests for comment on the subject. Still, Neo is far from the only big musician allegedly enticing small artists with outsized, underwhelming promises. Rolling Stone spoke with more than 12 independent musicians who alleged they were in talks with verified accounts for Fat Joe. I grew up bumping Joey Crack, man. God damn. You wasn't making enough money from goddamn Pepsi with your goddamn show on Instagram, nigga. You was endorsing that shit daily. Bitch, when you driving Uber? Fat Joe, The Game. I can see Game because motherfuckers shit don't went down here for Game. You know what I'm saying? I think Homegirl getting royalties off that nigga music, all type of shit for that fucking SA case. He got kids and shit too, man. And then, you know, the public ain't really fucking with him. Jadakiss, not Jadakiss. No, not Top 5 Dead or Alive. And that's just off one LP. Not Jadakiss, man. Not Mr. Versus himself. Nick Cannon. Dave East. He reached his team reached out to me. I wasn't fucking with that shit. I will put that on the line. Dave East, you gotta DM in my shit, nigga. Fuck that shit, boy. Among others to promote their music for various amounts. Some, like Trela and McDaniel, claim they were left empty-handed after committing to a deal. Others say they shelled out thousands of dollars only to be severely disappointed. None of the above artists responded to requests for comment. Many artists who spoke with Rolling Stone say they felt like they were being punked when they were contacted, sometimes out of the blue by high-profile musicians hyping up their work, often triple-checking the sender wasn't a fake account. Rapper Jeremiah Bones Badillo says he was baffled when the accounts of Gilly the Kid and DMX, Gilly the Kid don't even fucking rap no more. Gilly the Kid, what was his last song? With Pusha T in like 2016? Running out a minute trying to give me one. That nigga retired. That nigga Down Talks rapping at this point. Damn, I wish you could have seen the episode where he did that. Not DMX. The only nigga that was really getting DMX to rap before he passed was Swiss Beats. This is why you got to do some due diligence on people, man. But I hate this, though, because I don't want to put the independent artists at fault. I can only say I was wise enough not to pay. I think some other people that I know were wise enough not to pay, but others are more impressionable than others. You know what I mean? Too good to be true is a real thing. DMX, before his death, contacted him for mixtape and promotion spots. Who the fuck is even trying to get on a mixtape in 2022, let alone 24? He says, I'm nobody. Why would they be hitting me up for my little bit of money when you're supposed to be rich and famous? A rep for Gilly the Kid still did not reply to a request for comment. Gilly the Kid didn't goddamn $1 million worth of game do like a fucking $40 million deal or some crazy shit like that. 50 million. Didn't they kidnap Chelsea Clinton? How the fuck you trying to hit somebody up for $200, $1,200 when you doing a multi-million-dollar deal for your podcast? How dare you niggas even allow some shit like that to happen? Screen recordings and screenshots reviewed by Rolling Stone show the messages were sent from official verified artists' Instagram accounts. Once they realized the messages were legit, independent artists questioned why any mainstream successful musician ostensibly with enough money to spare would intentionally seek out struggling, eager artists for relatively small sums and either provide essentially worthless promotions or disappear after the money hit their accounts. The dodgy so-called marketing opportunity has been kicking around since at least 2020, according to social media and freelance investigations, and has been linked to a promotions account called The Block 365, allegedly run by rapper Uncle Murder, that went dark after a small burst of criticism. Bitch ass niggas. The Block 365, I don't know who really ran that shit, but fuck you. Again, I was already privy to this information. I was not privy to how many people actually got scammed in the midst of this. I could only imagine at the time. I thought about it, but I didn't really think diligently about it. I went on my own platform and told people to stop tagging me because some of these rappers were also doing these little things on their Instagram saying, yo, tag the hottest artist in your city. I got an opportunity for them. So then the people that love the artists in their family, people that are in relationships with artists, people that are friends with artists, etc., they're going to tag their homie and like, yo, Jadakiss got an opportunity. The game, Neo, this person, this one, that one, this one. This could be your opportunity. This could be it. Tag, tag, tag. I told niggas, stop tagging me in that bullshit. I don't give a fuck who it is. Niggas looked at me like, damn, this nigga Nolan, I'm popping shit. Yes, I am. Okay. But the same scheme has been covertly popping up again with little to no detection. Uncle Murder did not respond to requests for comment on his involvement with the Block 365. Ain't you with Rock? Well, no. I think he was with Rock Nation at one point. Ain't you with G Unit, nigga? Ain't you with G Unit, nigga? Ain't you in movies and shit nowadays, nigga? Damn. It's tiring because you're trying to break into an industry that feels very saturated. Canada-based singer Avalon Abbey, we ain't finna say that name, explains. It's so hard to penetrate. So when you see opportunities like this, it feels like a light in a dark place and definitely your time to shine. But for the most part, it might just be someone taking advantage of you. On its surface, the opportunity seemed like a legitimate way for rookie artists to land on new listeners' radars. Big name artists use their verified accounts to instruct their followers to tag new singers, rappers, and producers that they should work with. Their comment sections quickly become overrun with artists of all genres, those lucky enough to receive a DM that praises their hustle and offers a seemingly worthwhile deal. If the artist is able to pony up some cash, they can secure a spot on a mixtape the star was curating. Zaytoven, you did the same shit. I saw you in my DMs. I said, no. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas, man. But those who paid for a slot on the mixtape often didn't land on the artist's verified playlist pages. Instead, they might wind up on the artist's unverified SoundCloud account or the Block 365 SoundCloud account, both of which had minimal followers. So they promising you at minimum, we're gonna put you on this mixtape, where mixtape would have already turned me off. But, you know, Next thing you know, when the mixtape come out, it's on some goddamn fugazi ass page that nobody's checking for. And you out of your money. Far from the millions or even 10,000s of views the smaller artist was expecting to gain, they were fortunate to get 1,000 streams. O'Dealy, for example, claims he paid the game nearly $1,000 for a slot on his mixtape in April 2021, only to receive 635 streams at press time. You could have invested that $1,000 into your own marketing plan and got them same 635 streams, if not more. You could have did a whole Spotify campaign for that $1,000 and got way more than that. That's fucked up. For $1,000, you could have promoted your music on a Hulu ad. People don't know. In addition to the mixtapes, celebrity artists also offer shout-outs in their Instagram story, voice intros, and, for top dollar, a video recording of themselves listening to the newcomer's song. So now they're uploading the stupid voice intro. Recording themselves listening. So they in the studio like, hey, man, this the hot new nigga right here. I don't even, what's his name? What's his name? Open up the page. Yeah, that nigga. Yeah. Man. Industry shady, you need to be taking over. But social media shoutouts rarely translate into more streams or follows, and an intro is akin to a radio DJ introducing a new track on a station. The quality often felt so poor it could have been recorded through a voice note and then goddamn phone. Boston rapper Jennifer Sanchez, aka Jen Bunny, says she paid Game $5,000 for an intro on her song and a video promotion. My God. After months, $5,000, you could have threw a fucking dope ass show in your city and ran radio promo. After months of back and forth, she finally received audio of the rapper introducing her track and a since deleted clip of him playing video games while absent-mindedly nodding along to her song in the background. This nigga was playing Madden or 2K with the song just playing in the background as a promo. Ain't that about a bitch? Who knows how many songs he played that day doing the same shit. Just go down and listen, press record on a video, nigga. We gonna send these bitches out. Sorry, motherfuckers. Sanchez posted the video on her Instagram with smiley emojis in the caption, but she says she was majorly disappointed. Yeah, then you get stuck with some bullshit that you gotta at least endorse it, because it's like, shit, I put my money into it. I gotta at least share it. Knowing that shit ain't worth a motherfucking thing. I feel like they were trying to milk people for as much as they can at the same time, Sanchez says. I was so upset with the situation, the way it was going. I was like, fuck you guys, I'm scrapping this. I don't even need you. It's unlikely the celebrity artists are independently responding to inquiries, managing transactions, and handling the flood of people reaching out. Some of the responses to aspiring artists are repetitive, and the language across the big names to their fans is often identical, frequently using phrases like salute, less work, locking in, and calling artists G. Nigga, you call me G trying to do some business, you gonna get a F you. It also seems like an incredulous coincidence that some independent artists would make a deal with one celebrity and months later another top musician reaches out to work together. Artist Brian Berry, aka Moving Maserati, is a father of 24. What the fuck? Father of 24 children? You don't need to be moving Maseratis. You need to, well, maybe you do. Maybe you should take your ass to the dealership and move some Maseratis. You got 24 kids, nigga. Music is over. Shout out to Moving Maserati, man. Father of 24, 16 of his own, and stepdad to 8 more. And says that beyond music, he shares common ground with father of 12, Nick Cannon. You need to see if he could get you a motherfucking contract at Incredible for goddamn paternity tests. Say, hey, man, we want to go into business and create a paternity test business, nigga. Goddamn. Barry says after Cannon requested artists to reach out to him on Instagram in May of 2021, he messaged him and explained his family situation and how he needed help amplifying his music. You need to amplify that child support. They agreed on a payment of $900 for an intro and a video shout out, according to documents reviewed by Rolling Stone. Once the money was sent, Cannon allegedly never followed through on the agreement despite Barry's effort to follow up with him. A rep for Cannon did not reply. You got 24 kids and you put money in this nigga's account to give to his. Ain't that about a bitch? I'm only making light of this shit because it sounds sensationalized, but I do wish everybody in this article the best. I hope that things are going better for y'all. I hope that y'all have been able to find some sort of way to recover your funds, whether that be through grants, whether that be through sales, whether that be through shows, whether that be through offering services, something I was teaching artists about quite fervently throughout the pandemic, but a lot of motherfuckers wasn't listening. There is a way to get your bag back if you would like to know. Once the money was sent, I already said that. 5 months later, Neo unexpectedly popped up in Moving Maserati's DMs to discuss promotion offers. He opted for a $500 mixtape placement, asking what genre among his rap, reggaeton, R&B, and pop-leaning songs would work best. So you doing rap, reggaeton, R&B, and pop? You had to choose your fighter, my guy. Neo ignored his question, curtly responding, "Send me your best track, nigga. Fuck all that genre shit. Send me the one that you best proud of, my nigga." Barry's investment only pulled in around 500 streams at time of publication. Neo reached out again in May 2022 and May 2023 to do more business, but Barry didn't take him up on the offer. Salute to you for catching on. Realizing there was little reward for the price tag, he said, "I got discouraged real bad. You put your trust in these people because they got this name and fame. You also been putting a lot of trust in Yo Johnson with all these kids." We're going to keep moving. Cedric said Baldwin said his friend fronted around $300 to be featured on a Jadakiss mixtape. This shit really hurt my heart when I see Jadakiss in here. God damn it. "I got more views on my personal SoundCloud than the mixtape," he claims. Of his roughly 1,000 streams, he has since deleted his SoundCloud and said, "Fuck rap, I guess." By November 2022, Baldwin says, or maybe that's Jadakiss that's deleted the SoundCloud. By November 2022, Baldwin said he was at a low point and doubted if he should continue making music. When Fat Joe sent an unsolicited DM to Baldwin saying salute and keep grinding, Baldwin told Fat Joe his message was a burst of much needed encouragement. So you already got jugged by a nigga named Jadakiss and said, "Man, Fat Joe, this is even more promising." Hate to see it. "That's what I'm talking about," Fat Joe replied. "Just let me know what you can do now, budget-wise. Let's go make moves, man." Oh, man, these DMs feel like a motherfucking video director, boy. Niggas, hey, wait, how much you gonna charge me to do a video? How much is your budget? Bitch, I said, how much is it? It was instant deflation and It was instant deflation and Baldwin never went through with the offer. I guess he started recognizing them goddamn messages. Shit's got a little bit too familiar. "It's a really dirty game," Baldwin says. "They lost a few fans in this whole process." Absolutely. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't released no music since then either. Niggas just been doing shows. Niggas just been talking online. Niggas been doing podcasts. A lot of these rap ass niggas, cap ass niggas done gave up music. All the risk of damaging their reputations and disenfranchising longtime fans, it seems bold for mainstream artists to reach into the pockets of their fan base in such a blatant way. But music scams and ripoffs have been going on for decades, says Professor Jeffrey Izzo, the Mike Curb Endowed Chair of Music Industry Studies at California State University, Northridge. That is a big-ass title, boy. I hope you're getting paid for it. There's a lot of minefields out there, Izzo says. If someone's asking you for money and they haven't asked you for music, that's a huge red flag. Facts. Ethics and morals aside, the celebrities are exposing themselves to potential legal risks, says music attorney Audrey Benalid. Let's just say Benalid. Benadryl. A partner at Myman Greenspan, Fox, Rosenberg, Mobassa, Young, and Light. What is up with these titles? All the inspiring artists Rolling Stone spoke with made their deals through Instagram DMs with no formal paperwork in place. McDaniel says he asked for a signed contract, but Neo dismissed him. Contracts mean lawyers, and I don't get mine involved for anything under 25K. Yo, that's what Neo said, man. Hey, man, let me get a contract for this shit, man. Contract mean lawyer, nigga. I don't get mine involved for anything under 25K. Bitch, you ain't getting nothing from me then. You'll never see 25K on my behalf. It sounds like inexperienced artists not having representatives clearly define what the deal actually is and what they are entitled to. If there are agreements occurring within DMs, it's still a contract. Common law contract. Yeah, let's get it. The first widespread iteration of this scheme appears to date back to summer 2020 when live music and touring came to a halt due to COVID-19 lockdown measures. A lot of these bitch ass niggas couldn't go on the road, couldn't tour. That's where a lot of the money went kaput. The decline of physical music sales contributed to many performers earning the bulk of their cash on the road. Exactly. Now their incomes were effectively slashed. Y'all saw Gabrielle Union crying during the pandemic. A lot of motherfuckers like, you a movie star. What the hell? The pandemic really showed how difficult it is, even for veterans in the business, to generate revenue that supports their livelihood. Shout out to Brian Zizuk, aka DJ Z from Audio Mac and DJ Booth. Been knowing him for many years. So many scams derived from the pandemic out of a mixture of desperation and the desire to take advantage of the vulnerable. This checks that exact same box. This was very low-hanging fruit in terms of an opportunity to bring some cash in. Together, these celebrities seemingly affiliated with the Block 365 have released hundreds of mixtapes, some of which have been deleted, featuring between 15 to 100 artists on a single playlist. Bitch, if I'm with 100 other artists on a mixtape, ooh, shit. That's why I stopped doing so much shit, man. The game's unverified SoundCloud page alone posted 56. This nigga released 56 mixtapes with upcoming artists. And ain't nobody kick your dough in. The page has since deleted a majority of tracks on the playlist, but the ones that remain show anywhere from 27 artists per tape. If 15 artists on average were in each mixtape and paid $300 per slot, the game and his affiliates would have earned $252,000. By the same measure of artists paying Jadakiss $250 per slot, his 25 playlists earned him anywhere around $93,750,000. So he almost made 100 racks. Buckets of cash for the celebrity artist, minimal reward for those paying. But y'all could have went out and just did a few shows to get 100 racks. Like 100 racks really ain't that. Well, y'all couldn't go out and do 100 shows because the motherfucking venues was shut down. There you have it. People started noticing and began grumbling online. Zizuk told Rolling Stone that he had first heard of the scheme from smaller artists coming to him for advice. He acknowledged the menu of bullshit promotion offers weren't technically a flat-out scam, but would argue that there's no benefit to the artists. He posted a breakdown of the scheme on X in June 2020 in hopes of raising awareness. After the thread began gaining attention, he claims he was threatened and pressured multiple times to delete the post. One rapper, he claims, basically threatened to kill him if he ever stepped foot in Detroit. So this man's life was at risk. My guy, Brian, at the top of the year, he was actually a part of my Sync Music Success platform where we were teaching artists how to monetize their music rather than giving motherfuckers their money. His life was threatened. I didn't know about that. Around the same time, Arshawn Jawade, the founder of media brand Kids Take Over, directed young artists to a since deleted YouTube video about the scheme and its never-ending cycle of them trying to lure money out of you. I wonder why somebody took it down. They must have gotten threatened too. Freelance journalist Amanda Mester collected a dossier of screenshots from celebrity artist conversations with independent artists and posted them in Medium articles in October of 2020. Music blog Hip Hop Overload ran a post repeating similar allegations only to retract the article, according to blog First Day Fresh, because they verified that not only is this not a scam, it is an amazing, unique opportunity. So they tried to flip it on its head and said it's a great opportunity. And wrote that any naysayers don't understand advertising and marketing and free enterprise. You can enterprise for free, but bullets ain't. Okay. In their post, Zook and the others named Instagram promotions account the Block 365, which claims it's owned by Uncle Murda, as the main operator of the scheme, partnering with bigger artists to pull together the various mixtapes. Once named and shamed by Zook and others, according to Mester's Medium post, the Block 365 wiped its SoundCloud account, where the mixtapes were hosted, and some artists like Redman, you was in on this shit too, now Funk Dr. Spock. I'm pissed. Had deleted all their posts associated with the marketing opportunity by the end of 2020. Man, I met Redman during the pandemic, man. At least he didn't try to put that shit on me. Pause. Rolling Stone attempted to uncover all the players involved, but unlike when the Block 365 was working with artists in 2020, the musicians weren't openly saying if they were working with a third party, creating a complicated weave of different untraceable accounts and multiple dead ends. However, there were some significant overlaps. Neo instructed some artists to send payment to a member of his team electronically, including to Hardworking Music on Cash App. The name popped up again when a second artist claims he sent Jadakiss $250 to the same account in December 2022. This time, Hardworking Music's Cash App profile name was listed as QP Music. Boston rapper Sanchez also sent money to the same Cash App account, according to screenshots reviewed by Rolling Stone. The account appears to have been deactivated at this point. The QP name was familiar. Neo had another artist send his money to a QP Soles Miami. The business belongs to Edwin Quesada Perez. Oh yeah, let's start uncovering who's running these motherfucking accounts. Let's get it, baby. Edwin Quesada Perez. We're gonna put your shit on the big screen today. A retired soccer player and designer shoe reseller from Colombia, currently in Miami, according to his business website. So you ain't even a real musician. You ain't even in the game. You are a what? Retired soccer player and designer shoe reseller? Boy. Perez's business page bears the same logo as the Cash App account, and his personal page is filled with photos of himself, with celebrities including Fat Joe, Jadakiss, Jason Derulo, and a flashy music figure named Big Trill. Why y'all gonna put Big Trill in this? Big Trill from Houston, ain't he? Might be a different Big Trill though. I think is it Big Trill from Houston or North Carolina? I can't remember. Big Trill has more than 1 million followers on Instagram and an impressive collection of blinged out designer watches and diamond chains. He's tight with Sauce Walker and hung out with Jadakiss the same day the rapper was with Perez, picking up new sneakers. In December 2022, Big Trill announced he had teamed up with Zaytoven. Oh, wow. I told y'all earlier about Zaytoven ass. Announced he had teamed up with Zaytoven to open their own record label, ZTP. Zaytoven hit me about that opportunity, that ZTP shit. Wow. Full circle moments in real time. So who is the man behind Big Trill? Public records link back to 34-year-old Jonathan M. Sarouche, whose name pops up when diving into the Block 365's run from 2020. Yeah, let's go. Sarouche was described by Hip Hop Overload as an Uncle Murda disciple who helps Uncle Murda recruit artists to turn their brand into a social media promotion platform. So this ain't the Big Trill that I thought it was. I'm hoping. In 2014, a then 24-year-old Jonathan M. Sarouche was accused of defrauding an elderly Connecticut man out of $450 in a chimney sweeping scam. What the fuck? Along with 2 other men. Connecticut police provided Rolling Stone with Sarouche's arrest case number, but the local courthouse was unable to locate any file for him. Sanchez, the Boston rapper, claims that her dealings, it's a woman, with the game were handled by his manager, whom she named as Sarouche. But we all know the game's manager is Whack 100, not no nigga named Sarouche. This is an intricate scheme here. While working out their agreement, she claims Sarouche repeatedly made suggestive comments saying he found her attractive. Oh, wow. You start commenting on her looks, nigga, while trying to get some money out her. Question if he could fly her out to Miami so they could get to know each other better, and asking if she found him attractive. I'm sure she didn't think your solicitation was attractive. You bitch you. When contacted by Rolling Stone, Sarouche was eager to explain his involvement and throughout an hour-long interview exudes the same brash confidence that he presents on social media. He disputes his comments to Sanchez were suggestive and is cagey around confirming which artists he is currently partnered with, only divulging he's been working with celebrities for a very, very long time and has helped thousands of artists, businesses, and entrepreneurs secure paid marketing opportunities. Sarouche did not deny working with Neo, Fat Joe the Game, or Jadakiss. He declines to answer how much money he's helped his clients net. You see how people pocket watch, he asks. Oh my God, not the pocket. Y'all niggas out here pocket watching this shit, man. This is a legal hustle, nigga. No, you're not. You're not delivering. You're delivering bullshit. He adds, adding that many people were not charged for mixtape placements. Well, who was not charged? Newcomer artists are being offered a bargain deal, he claims, arguing that a few $100 for a cosign from a legitimate artist is a budget-friendly option compared to the $100,000 price tag he claims traditional features can cost. Nobody's paying none of them niggas you named $100,000 for a feature today. Okay? For $5,000 to $10,000, you could actually get an official verse from these niggas, not that bullshit. But who would want it? When your character is being called into question at this rate. So now the people that generally would want to work with you is like, fuck you niggas. You ruined it. Those who were unhappy with the way their deals panned out, Sarouche says, only have themselves to blame. Wow. He said it's their job to go ahead and market it and utilize it. He takes serious offense to the notion that his marketing opportunities are a scam or a ripoff. There's never promised results, he says. No one says your Spotify numbers are going to go through the roof. If you pay for a service and the services are delivered, that's not a scam. How the fuck would their Spotify numbers go up when y'all bitch ass niggas are posting these sorry ass mixtapes on SoundCloud? How dare you even mention Spotify when you don't even use the platform? It's not even legit. Niggas can't even get no royalties off that weak ass shit, man. Sarouche admits he and his team are often the ones messaging independent artists from these celebrities' accounts. At least he's taking accountability for being the fraud. And while the celebrity musicians know what's going on with their pages, Sarouche believes it is not duplicitous for newcomer artists to be in the dark about who they are making deals with. If they got a DM from a verified page, that's your answer. That should be no issue. So he's basically saying these artists are giving me the permission to do it. So even if you're not talking to them and you got a DM from them, it's legit because they're allowing me to do it. It's not misleading. It's not fake. I guess it's an equivalent to having a social media manager, except the manager is trying to exploit your dumb ass. Damn. For all that Sarouche takes credit for, he's quick to distance himself from the Block 365, saying multiple people in blogs made a false assumption and linked him to the account. Well, nigga, that was what you was doing. But later in conversation, Sarouche appears to contradict himself, offering details about what the page had access to and saying an Instagram account that first posted about the alleged the Block 365 scam threatened him. Sarouche also skirted questions if he ever helped celebrities organize mixtape opportunities, despite earlier admitting to giving some mixtape placements away for free. And while Sarouche proudly plugged his co-owned Zaytoven record label and his latest signees, Zaytoven's manager, Roland Williams, claims the producer is not an actual partner in the ZTP label. That's pretty much Trill talking. And again, the reason why the Zaytoven thing is so questionable is because when he hits you up, or at least when he hit me up, he says, yo, let's work. I say, okay, OG, let's see what you got. What's your budget? Nigga, ain't you trying to sign niggas to your label? What the fuck is your budget? The fuck you mean? But I knew Zay was on some shit when he said, you know, when a new artist comes in the studio to work with him, they don't have a choice in the beat that he gives them. He says, I pull up the beat that I want you to have. Ain't no skips. Ain't no play the next one. That's the beat. So whether you like it or not, you better make the best song you can, or else you're just not going to get a beat. And you're probably not going to get an invite back to the studio. I said, oh, this nigga on that fuck shit. Go work with Gucci if you can. Go work with goddamn Quavo if you can, nigga. Not me, not I. Shit, boy. I use a YouTube beat before I fuck with you. Sarouche repeatedly spoke of providing Rolling Stone rave testimonials from independent artists who paid for a marketing opportunity with a big name artist, but was unable to provide any by time of publication after saying he had a family emergency. Now you got a family emergency, you want to dip out. This shit long as fuck. It's already a minefield for independent artists to navigate breaking into the music industry, particularly on a social media dominant world that largely hinges on breakthrough digital moment. We're not going to go through all this shit. Is there anything else pertinent here? Everything seems to come with a price tag. Popular music blog World Star charges $3,000 for an Instagram post. I hope none of y'all are paying for that bullshit, because they page is filled with bots. They got some people, some of your friends might be following that motherfucker. The rest is bots. They charge $2,000 for a story. That story is worthless. According to a pricing deck obtained by Rolling Stone, several artists tell Rolling Stone they worried that their interviews for this article might be another type of ripoff. One asking how much it would cost them to participate. Rolling Stone did not charge them. We don't only have managers and independent labels coming after us trying to get us, which is definitely true. Singer-songwriter and actress Mignon Formani says. We also have people we aspire to be coming at us in the same manner. It is definitely open season. It is a lot going on. It is hard to be an independent artist in this climate, which is why I decided to make the pivot. And, you know, my heart goes out to a lot of these people. For this investigation, Rolling Stone created an artist's Instagram account under the name of Scout Tracks, purchasing 1,000 followers and using a meme. Oh, so y'all made a fake account as an artist to try to see if y'all could get some more info. Y'all slick as shit. Within hours of a generic post about dropping new music, Scout received message requests from 4 random spam promotion accounts with shout-out package offers ranging from $25 to $90 to be featured on their page. One promotion account wanted the funds to be sent immediately through Zelle, Cash App, Apple Pay, or even crypto. After Scout failed to return the message, they reached out through a separate profile, badgering Scout to respond. Rapper Dave East frequently encourages people to slide into his inbox. He showed fucking does. For opportunities to work. For $500, I can do 2 stories to get your name to people and comment on 2 of your posts, Dave. Oh my God. So this nigga is monetizing comments. I'll come to your shit and say your shit is fire on your page so that your friends and family will believe Dave East gives a fuck about you. I will never listen to another Dave East song again. Not too hard, because I haven't been anyway. But it's just looking bad. It's crazy how I got to do this content, because now the whole industry gonna hate me. Y'all better support me, man. Oh, I am forced to be independent forever. Y'all better support me. Dave East wrote to Scouts. Dave East wrote to Scouts message later saying the payment could be sent to his management through Apple Pay or Zelle. Rolling Stone did not send money to anyone as a part of this investigation, but y'all show paid for them goddamn followers. When Scout reached out to Atlanta producer Zaytoven, the Versace Hitmakers verified page took less than 12 hours to respond, quickly derouting Scout to fill out an application to his Music Money Mentorship Program. An application form asked 3 separate times what the artist's budget was, with anything under $500 considered ineligible. And the $3,000 to $5,000 range is the most common option. So you better have 3 to 5 racks so you could pay for a Zaytoven beat. Or Zaytoven mentorship. They also asked if the artist credit. Whoa, what you need to know a nigga credit score for? They also asked if the artist's credit score was above or below 620. In small print, a note read, a lot of our clients use other people's money to fund their business. Oh, wow. So y'all are trying to get artists to take fucking small loans. Basically get them some payday loan type shit on their credit, so that they can invest in their career. You're getting niggas in debt that they're not going to be able to pay back legitimately. What type of shit is that? I didn't know it went this deep. You fucking with niggas' credit just to get you a quick $3,000 to $5,000. You fucking up niggas' credit. Not everybody's going to fuck up their credit doing that, but it's not smart. To fund their business, we work with some excellent lending partners to help get you funded. At no point was Scout Nigga, if you could go to Beat Bread and get a goddamn get an advance that does not affect your credit score. You got to have a minimum amount of streams, but that's better than a motherfucker putting that shit on your credit. At no point was Scout asked to submit music before being offered a slot, so they don't even care what your shit sound like, nigga. Give us the 6,000, please, and thank you. We're not going to turn anybody away and say, oh, we're not going to give you the knowledge, says William Zaytoven's manager. But $500 was ineligible, so you are turning niggas away. After wading through the sludge of expensive programs, potential ripoffs, and opportunists, smaller artists are in a state of disbelief when their work is finally recognized by legitimate artists who doles out encouragement and hypes up their work. But it feels like a cruel joke when they receive a price list in the following message. They say, I wasn't even contemplating that I would ever send anyone, much less Fat Joe, money for what he was describing as pretty much payola. Berlin rapper and producer Thorder Inge Johnson, a.k.a. Lord Pusswhip, says. Lord Pusswhip? I'm going to assume you're a good person, but it's hard to believe it. Rapper Dante, a.k.a. Dante Music, Revels, says he felt disrespected and kind of played for a fool after an exchange with Neo in May 2023, where the artist said helping with exposure hinged on how much Revels was willing to invest. He took the opportunity to speak his mind, telling Neo he appreciated the offer, but didn't think he could ever afford what Neo was asking. Neo says, I understand, but riddle me this. Not riddle me this. Not riddle me this, nigga. Oh my God. The Riddler is back. He says, when you go to buy food, do you pay? Or do you tell them that you're working a 9 to 5 and making ends meet and hope that they give you free food? So now he's trying to shame this nigga, saying, you need to pay me like you pay for your daily sustenance. Revel says, despite being a longtime Neo fan, it felt like preying on the people that don't have the resources to get to that level. Revels was so disheartened and in disbelief, he shared their conversation on X and tagged Neo, who responded. Neo said the conversation didn't display his verified blue check mark, so therefore it wasn't his account, but video and screenshots reviewed by Rolling Stone do show Neo's verified account sent those messages. Sorry ass nigga. One of the few exceptions of artists Rolling Stone spoke with who walked away satisfied with their promotion experience were those who worked with Da Brat in early 2022. Shout out to Da Brat for at least being a little bit trustworthy. Moshe, Taylor McCants, and Official Phoenix all say they feel the offer was worth the price tag, which they say began at $750. 2 years on, the rapper still has the playlist highlighted on her Instagram page and still follows some of the artists. It's still not adding up for me. It's surprising that nearly 4 years after these promotions began circulating, there has been little widespread awareness around this marketing scheme, but Zizuk says it's gone largely unchecked because celebrity artists are preying on the ignorance and naivete of artists, or naivete, I think that's the way you say it, of artists who are young, don't know any better, and they cannot believe that someone with a blue check mark showed up in their DMs. Plus, who wants to diss their idols? Who wants to go out and disclose this information that you got duped, scammed out of money by the motherfuckers you look up to? That's shameful. It makes you feel bad. Yeah, some people gonna say, damn, that's fucked up, bro, but who wants to be the that's fucked up, bro, nigga? So a lot of people don't want to come out and share their story because speaking up could lead to intimidation, yep, and even the threat of legal action with motherfuckers saying you're defaming them. Many artists stay silent about their experiences. You got a lot of people that don't speak on what these people are doing because they didn't want to get blackballed in the industry. Okay, negative experiences aside, none of the artists say their setbacks have beaten their dreams out of them. Getting into this game, you expect to take losses, but you don't expect to take this small of a loss. The opportunity was big, but the amount to be taken from someone of Neo's magnitude, of his level, was mind-boggling. I was very confused, but it's part of the game. You have to be ready to take the losses with the win. Again, I wish all of y'all the best. I hate that y'all had to go through this. Again, I experienced a little bit of this, but I never paid none of these motherfuckers. But they gonna get theirs. A lot of these motherfuckers is living out their karma right now in front of the public eye as we speak. So don't worry, God got you. I did not know we were here for an hour, but it was good to actually showcase that for anybody out there that was curious about how shit was going down. For anybody that was unaware of what these people were doing, people that we've admired in this industry, just to see niggas need their asses whipped. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. I'm about to sign out. Much love and respect. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. If you have anyone that you know in the music industry, be sure to share this video, or wants to, and aspiring to be in the music industry. Send them this video. Let them know that shit is getting critical out here. Motherfuckers is scammy out here. And yeah, that's what I got for y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in a little bit. We got some more content dropping shortly, so just stay tuned. And I'll see y'all then. All right? Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.